Hello everyone, welcome to Lukmaan IAS. So Lukmaan IAS has maintained the legacy of producing toppers. This year again, Lukmaan IAS students have come in the top ranks in the civil services examination. Yes, we have produced All India rank 2 and 3 among top 10, and among top 100 we have 15 rankers. And overall Lukmaan IAS has produced 150 plus selection in 2022 itself. Now, if we talk about the next or upcoming GS Foundation batch, we are going to launch the GS Foundation batch for CSE 2024 on 12th of June 2023. Okay, this batch is going to be a comprehensive GS Foundation batch for all the students. And now I'm going to discuss about the features of this particular batch. I'm going to talk about the distinctions of Lukmaan IAS and like how we are going to assist you through the GS Foundation course. And this is going to be very beneficial for you for your preparation for the civil services examination. So let us quickly see the highlight of this particular batch. See, like if I talk about the GS Foundation batch, it's going to start from 12th of June, and this batch has lot of renowned faculties. And these faculties are experienced faculties who have been teaching UPSC CSE aspirants for many years. Now let us quickly understand about some features of these batches. Basically, we are going to launch two batches for GS Foundation batch for CSE 2024 and 2025. The batch 1, the first batch is our 11 months GS Foundation course. The second batch, which is batch 2, it is a 2 years program for all those aspirants who are either college going or working candidates. So this is going to be a 2 years comprehensive course, and this one is 1 year or 11 months GS Foundation course. And this particular course will be given in a hybrid mode to you. Hybrid mode means you are going to get access to the classes in offline mode, means you can visit the institute and you can attend the classes in the classroom, or you can also watch the live lectures from your home. So it will be online as well as offline. Apart from this, you will also get access to the recorded lectures. Okay, whatever lectures are taken in the institute, all of these are recorded and you will be provided recorded lecture access also. Apart from this, you will be given weekly and monthly schedule for the GS Foundation course. Okay, so if I talk about the batch 2, it is going to be a 2 years GS Foundation course. And so it is again going to be a comprehensive batch. Okay, it will also be provided in a hybrid mode. Apart from this, in the 2 years batch, for the first 1 year, the classes will be taken for 1.5 hours. Around 90 minutes classes will be there for 4 days in a week. And in batch 1, the classes will be for 6 days in a week, and the class duration will be of 2.5 hours. So let us understand little more about the GS Foundation course in detail. If I talk about the outlook of the course, the course has these features. Okay, so like one of the feature is like we are going to build your pre-com mains knowledge. Okay, we are going to assist you in building pre-com mains knowledge. I'm going to discuss about it in detail, right? Apart from this, like we will also help you to prepare for the current affairs. Okay, for current affairs we do have dedicated classes. Okay, I'm going to discuss about that as well. And apart from this, we are going to support you for the prelims examination through a Tucker year-long test series, okay, which is known as Tucker year-long test series. Then like for CSAT also, that CSAT is the strength or difficulty level of CSAT is increasing year on year. So what we are going to do, we are going to conduct classes for you for CSAT, wherein we are going to cover all the 3 aspects of CSAT, be it English comprehension or logical reasoning or quantitative aptitude. For all the 3 sections, like we will be conducting classes through dedicated faculties. Apart from this, for essay preparation also, there will be classes, there will be test series for you. Then if I talk about interview guidance program, right? Once you qualify the mains examination, no matter which year you qualify, we will conduct the interview guidance program for you absolutely free. I'm going to talk about the faculty members or like the board members of the interview guidance program. Then you will also be provided support through study material. We will give you hard copy study material. There will be class notes also. All right. So let us quickly understand more about the GS Foundation course. So if I talk about building pre-com means knowledge, right? How do we help you in building the knowledge for the prelims and for the means examination? So the teaching orientation in Lukmaan IAS will be in a three-phased manner. One of the phases pre-com means classes. I mean, like all those subjects that has relevance for the prelims exam and for the means exam. For that, we adopt a pre-com means orientation. So those classes will be in an integrated manner. They will be covering aspects of prelims exam and also aspects of means exam. Apart from this, for the those topics that are part of the prelims exam only, so we are going to conduct those classes with a prelims focus. And there are certain subjects, for example, if I talk about world history, if I talk about ethics, integrity and aptitude, so these topics are asked in the UPSC examination, right, in the mains exam. For that, the teaching orientation will be mains oriented, okay? So the teaching orientation is adapted, to the requirement of UPSC. Apart from this, if I talk about the team of the GS Foundation batch, the team includes very experienced faculty members, and these faculty members have been teaching their subjects for many years. And these faculty members have an average experience of 6 to 7 years, right? And these faculty members come from JNU or Delhi University, IITs and IIMs. So they have been teaching. They are very good faculties. And if I talk about how do we build your strong foundation, so what will happen, like after the end of 11 months, right? Once you have covered everything, you will have holistic understanding about the syllabus of UPSC, about the requirement of UPSC, and you will be prepared to appear in the prelims and mains exam. Okay. And if I talk about how do students make notes, for making notes also, the faculty members dictate notes in the classroom, and these notes are sufficient for the prelims and for the mains exam. Okay, so notes are dictated by the faculty members in the classroom itself, and apart from this, you will be given soft copies and hard copies of a study material. Then in the GS Foundation batch, you will get a dedicated mentor, and that dedicated mentor is going to help you cover all aspects of your preparation. Whenever you have any query, whenever you have any doubt, whenever you need any mentorship, so that mentor and that person will be available for you. All right. So a specific counselor and mentor will act as a coach, guide and a motivator to all of you. And apart from this, you will be given weekly and monthly study plan. All right. So this weekly and monthly study plan will help you to be on track. It will guide you towards your preparation. Apart from this, like for practicing answer writing, you will be given 1 or 2 questions every day that you are supposed to write answers. And all of these answers will be evaluated by the faculty members. And these answers, right, these answers, through the feedback in these answers, you will be, developing your answer writing skills. Apart from this, if I talk about the performance assessment, means like how well you are learning the subjects. So at the end of every 3rd week, means like after 20 or 21 days, we conduct comprehensive class tests for you. And these class tests are for prelims as well as for mains examination. The prelims test will consist of 50 questions, and for the mains test, it will consist of 5 questions. Okay, so it will cover that particular subject which is being taught in the classroom. All right. So this is how you're going to develop the knowledge for the prelims and mains examination. Apart from this, if I talk about how do you prepare for the current affairs, for current affairs preparation, Lukmaan IAS has a legacy. Okay, through the editorial discussion classes. Lukmaan IAS has been conducting editorial discussion classes, and these classes are one of the sought after classes by the UPSC aspirants, right? So those UPSC aspirants who have already qualified from Lukmaan IAS, they already know what is the importance of editorial discussion classes. And these classes are very popular among UPSC aspirants, okay? So current affairs are thoroughly covered, for the mains perspective, and it is also helpful for the prelims exam. And apart from this, we will provide means oriented 250 topics, okay, means oriented 250 topics will be covered through the editorial discussion classes itself, okay, and they will the notes will be given in printed format, okay, so you will be given printed editorial discussion booklets. Apart from this, for the prelims section, okay, so we will have our exclusive focus for the prelims exam also, okay. Prelims oriented current affairs classes are also conducted, and like we will be conducting PT current affair test for you, okay. Apart from this, we will give you complimentary support in the form of PT pointers, writing skill development program, then Tucker 10 MCQ rapid series. So these are going to help you to cover your current affairs for the prelims and for the mains examination. And if I talk about the prelims examination, because like if you have seen the UPSC prelims exam of 2023, many aspirants complain that this exam has been one of the toughest exams so far. But Lukmaan IAS will help you for the prelims exam also through Tucker prelims support, okay. So we do have a Tucker year-long test series, and you will be part of that particular test series, wherein the Tucker prelims support, the institute has a Tucker year-long test series, right, and this test series is considered to be best among the candidates, and there will be more than 150 tests overall in the Tucker year-long test series, and this test will be available for you, and like you will be able to attend these tests, and like you will be able to improve your performance, right, with the passing days once you join the GS Foundation course. Then for the prelims examination, we do conduct prelims special classes, and these prelims special classes are a 3-month long PT special classes, and like in these 3 months, these classes are conducted just 3 months before prelims examination, so that like your tempo can be can be improved for the prelims exam. And apart from this, like you will be given Tucker prelims test series, and like there will be ample number of MCQs for you in this GS Foundation batch. So now let us understand how do you prepare for the CSAT. This year again in 2023, UPSC has given one of the toughest paper in the civil services aptitude test. CSAT is the second test of the prelims exam. In the prelims exam, you have 2 tests. One is GS, second is CSAT. For GS, we are going to cover everything through pre-cum mains orientation and for PT perspective classes also. Apart from this, for CSAT preparation, right, we will conduct classes for you, okay. So there will be a 3-month CSAT program wherein you will be attending classes of CSAT, and these classes will be taken by experienced faculties. I mean, like one of the faculties is an MBA from IIM Lucknow, so he will also be a part of this thing, okay. Then like other faculty is also teaching the CAT aspirants, right, so she will be covering the English comprehension part, okay. So all the 3 portion of CSAT, be it English comprehension, logical reasoning, or quantitative aptitude, all these 3 sections will be covered by the faculties, okay. Apart from this, like you will be attending 5 assessment tests, okay. In the 3 months duration, 5 tests are conducted with evaluation and discussion, okay. We will be conducting 5 tests also for CSAT. Then we will conduct 10 All India PT mock tests. These are known as All India PT mock tests. So we will be conducting this thing next year also. This year we have conducted it, and like huge number of aspirants have attempted this test, and they have given feedback, excellent feedback for Lukmaan IAS. So like you will be part of this thing also, 10 All India prelims mock test. Apart from this, now if I talk about preparation of the essay paper for the mains exam, as you know, like GS paper will be covered through comprehensive pre-cum mains orientation. Apart from this, there is a paper in the mains exam which is known as essay paper. It is of, let's say, 250 marks, 3 hours duration. So for that, students prepare comprehensively, and we are going to help you with that. And Lukmaan IAS students have scored highest marks in essay paper year on year. You check the results of Lukmaan IAS, you will come to know that Lukmaan IAS students have scored excellently in the essay paper as well. Okay. So essay guidance will be led by S Ansari sir. Along with S Ansari sir, there are some other faculties also. We have Abhijit Nirja Jha. Then we have Professor Mustafa Hussain. They are part of the essay team. So they will be helping you in understanding how to write an essay. They will, conduct classes for you. They will conduct test papers for you. And also after test, they are going to conduct test discussion of the essay paper. All your answers that you write in essay paper, they are going to be evaluated by the faculties. Then there will be 3 essay tests, okay? The test answer scripts are evaluated and model answers are also provided, okay? Apart from this, you will be given 56 essay model answers, right? Throughout this batch. Now, if I talk about the interview guidance program, right? For interview guidance program, interview guidance program is a comprehensive program of Lukmaan IAS through which we assist all those aspirants who are appearing in interview in UPSC. Interview is also known as personality test. And this particular test has a weightage of around 275 marks, okay? So for that, we do have a holistic interview guidance program. And so we are going to help you develop your personality over a period of 11 months in the GS Foundation batch if you join batch 1. If you join batch 2, you will be getting guidance from Lukmaan IAS for about 24 months, means 2 years. So personality development happens through the classroom. Once you attend the classroom, the faculty members, share one or other experience time and again, and they will, share their perspective, and this is going to build your personality, right? Then if I talk about the orientation session, means after the classes, means the former bureaucrats, ex-bureaucrats, they are former IAS officer, IPS officer, IFS officer, they conduct orientation session for all those aspirants who are about to appear in the personality test in UPSC. And these former bureaucrats will help you understand your body language. They will talk about, how to maintain calm in a stressful situation. They are going to talk about the recce of the interview board. Lot of things they are going to discuss with you so that you have an orientation towards a personality test. Apart from this, if I talk about the IGP board members, IGP means Interview Guidance Program board members. The board members of the Interview Guidance Program are former bureaucrats. They are officers, former officers, they are professors, and they are senior faculties. Like S Ansari sir is also a board member of the Interview Guidance Program. So he is also going to help you in prepare in your preparation for the interview or personality test. So this is just one one such image that showcases the members of the Interview Guidance Program. Apart from this, we do have many other panel members in the Interview Guidance Program. For example, if I talk about Ambassador J.K. Tripathi, he is a former Indian Foreign Services officer. Then Mr. S.B.S. Tyagi, he is a former IPS officer. He has been joined, Joint Commissioner of Police in Delhi Police. Then Naresh Chand Goyal, he is a former bureaucrat. S Ansari sir, he is a director and director of Lukmaan IAS, and he is a senior faculty member also. Then we have Professor Mustafa Hussain. He is a sociologist and he is a faculty member of Lukmaan IAS. Then Akhilesh Kumar sir, so he is a former journalist and he is a faculty for CSE. We have Abhijit Nirja Jha sir. He is a he also teaches society. He teaches essay program. Then we have Dr. Muhammad Zia sir. He is a faculty also, and he is a faculty of Lukmaan IAS, and he is a board member of Interview Guidance Program. So if I talk about the study material, what study material will you receive? You will be given many study material in printed format, and all these study materials are going to cover the entire syllabus of UPSC from the perspective of the prelims exam, mains exam, and also from the perspective of interview. So you are going to get many printed booklets, okay? Many printed booklets, and there will be many thing in the soft copy format also. So those material that will be provided to you are listed in the board. You can just pause the screen and then you can see the details about the this thing, about the study material. Now if I talk about the schedule of GS Foundation batch, right? So this is one of the tentative schedule for batch 1, which is 11 months course. Okay, so this is a tentative schedule. So you see, like, you know, the date when the batch, when the classes are going to begin, the date when the classes are going to end, the time period of the classes, the subjects that are going to be covered, right? Classes Monday to Wednesday, then Monday to Saturday. Means like in GS Foundation batch, classes are conducted for about 6 days in a week. So like, you know, the polity section will be taken by S Ansari sir. Then we have like history section by Anish Singh and Dr. Mohammad Zia. Then, like, you know, we have ethics will be by S Ansari sir. Art and culture by Professor Mustafa Hussain. So name of the faculty members, then, like, you know, the time duration, everything is given. Like, so this is a tentative schedule for 11 months GS Foundation course. You can go through the schedule, just you need to pause the screen. Name of the faculty members along with the subjects are also mentioned over here. Apart from this, as I already discussed, you will be given weekly and monthly schedule. Okay, you will be given weekly and monthly schedule. Now if I talk about top rankers, I mean like those people who have scored the topmost rank in the civil services exam, some of those toppers have been mentioned in the screen. Apart from this, we have many other toppers. Okay, so these are the toppers who have been part of one or other batch in Lukmaan IAS. Okay, so like you see Pradeep Singh, Athar Amir, then, like, you know, Garima Lohia, Prince Dhawan, then Uma Harathi, and, like, you know, this year 2022 she scored all India rank, like all India rank 3. Apart from this, we have Garima Lohia, she scored all India rank 2, right? So these people have been students of Lukmaan IAS, right, in one or other program. So like Lukmaan IAS has a legacy of producing toppers. And if I talk about selections from Lukmaan IAS this year itself in UPSC CSE 2022, so these are the top rankers. You know, they have scored under 100 rank. So 15 ranks under 100. Apart from this, we have, I mean, like more than 150 selection. All India rank 2, rank 3, Kritika Goyal rank 14, rank 22. I mean, like, you know, all of these students have been part of Lukmaan IAS. All right. So we have a success rate of, you know, 12% year on year. Then if I talk about how do you join the GS Foundation course, for joining GS Foundation course, you can simply contact our reception, you can contact our team. They are going to help you understand about the joining process. And apart from this, Lukmaan IAS also conducts a scholarship test. And this scholarship test will be conducted on 10th of June 2023. This is known as the 400 Dreams Scholarship Test. Through this scholarship test, we give benefit to 400 top candidates, right, who appear in the scholarship test. The top 10 rankers in the 400 Dreams Scholarship Test receive the GS Foundation course absolutely free at Lukmaan IAS. All right. So the date is 10th of June. You need to just register for it. For registering, simply you can scan the code, or like you can visit our website. In the website, there is a link to register for the 400 Dreams Scholarship Test. This test is free of cost. You don't need to pay anything to register for this test. Write this test. If you score top 10 rank, you will be given GS Foundation course absolutely free. So if I talk about successful candidates from the 400 Dreams batch, so this is one of our student, Nitish Rajora. He is now an IAS officer. He was a a student of GS Foundation batch, and he had joined the GS Foundation batch through 400 Dreams Scholarship Test. All right. So that's all from my side for now. The next faculty will be Lakshmikant Jabhe sir. He is going to take discussion on geography, environment and ecology, disaster management, and internal security section. Thank you so much for staying connected and watching the video. I hope you have a good day ahead. Thank you.
Hello aspirants, welcome to Lukmaan IAS. This is GS Foundation Strategy Session, and I am Lakshmikant. I am associated with Lukmaan IAS since last 5 years, and I will be guiding the GS Foundation students in geography, ecology and environment, internal security and disaster management, and in addition to that, current affairs. So this GS Foundation strategization, briefly let us discuss about the trends in these subjects, and I will tell you what should be the strategy for your 2024 examination preparation, both prelims as well as mains in these respected subjects. And along with that, I will also explain you how we proceed at Lukmaan IAS in these subjects for GS Foundation batch. Okay, so first of all, let's talk about the geography section. And initially, let me tell you the kind of syllabus that we have for geography section. Okay, this is the detailed syllabus. We know that in GS1 paper of mains examination, we have geography subject, and the subject is having the detailed syllabus here for mains examination: salient features of world physical geography, the distribution of natural resources in the world and India, factors responsible for location of different industries in the world and India, important geophysical phenomenon like earthquakes, cyclones, and different. Okay, so these 4 points, important points in which we can divide the mains related syllabus, and every year 100 marks question out of 250 are asked from the geography section. We'll talk about those marks and the number of questions also. But before that, look at the prelims syllabus, very straightforward, single line or abstract syllabus we can say here. Indian and world geography, physical, social and economic geography of India and world. Okay, so very abstract nature of syllabus in prelims examination, but detail in, we can say, mains examination. When UPSC gives detailed syllabus, it is good for us because we can prepare by looking at the syllabus continuously. But for prelims, we can say that everything that is related to physical, economic and social geography, it includes part of our syllabus. Fine. Now, let us see the UPSC trend. Since 2013, we have given the trend here for mains and prelims examination for both, we can say, for geography section especially. And look at the mains examination. There is a common trend since 2017. There will be total 8 questions, 4 questions of 10 marks and 4 questions of 15 marks. Overall 100 marks are allocated, and this has been continued since 2017. We expect even for 2024 for your, we can say, examination, it will be continued. Okay, and yes, of course, you can see that out of 250 marks, that means it is having very important and major weightage in your mains examination. We cannot ignore this subject for prelims also, but you can see that the number of questions that are asked since 2013, on an average, you can see that about 15 MCQs out of 100 MCQ in GS paper will be from geography section. And this year also the trend continued, about 17 MCQs were from the geography section. Now, how to prepare for this section? Yes, in detail, let's say session will be separately held for GS Foundation batch, when the geography module will be taught, and there the different sources I will be telling you, but the common aspects that needs to be focused when we are preparing for geography section. Generally, I tell students that everything around you is geography. Okay, and when we observe the things that are surrounding us, we will understand it is related to geography only. Be it related to the transport system that we are traveling, let's say you are traveling through Delhi metro, it is part of, we can say, economic geography, the transport system. Or if you visit as a tourist place in Himalayan region, the kind of vegetation do you observe there? Of course, you will understand the types of vegetation, and there you will see the mountain type of vegetation found in those areas, and the kind of tree species like coniferous trees may be found there in that region. If you visit the coastal regions, let's say you are visiting Goa and you see the different picturesque beaches there, the kind of depositional, let's say, feature or landform that you observe, that is beaches and different other features, you can say lagoon lake or different kind of things. So when I say geography, it is everything around surrounding us, and just observe. You have keen mind, you keep your senses open. But yes, it is in general parlance. When we talk about the scientific study of geography for our examination, the focus more should be on static part, and that too conceptual understanding of different physical phenomenon. We can say that geomorphology, climatology and oceanography should be largely focused when we talk about the conceptual understanding. And when we talk about the human geography and economic and social geography, largely the knowledge based aspect is involved there, and more facts can be prepared there, distribution of resources, location of industries and factors influencing those location of industry. Now, practicing diagrams and maps is very, very important, especially for, we can say, mains examination. It is very important that in each and every answer you should draw a diagram or map whenever it is relevant at that particular location. Okay, so yes, very important aspect for geography section. If you draw a diagram, it is a kind of value addition in your answer. And when I give feedback to the students, if suppose there is no diagram in the answer, especially in the physical geography part, so I tell students that you will not get more than average marks. If there is, let's say, economic geography question, distribution of resources or industries, you should draw the map also. Okay, so yes, focus should be on this aspect. Brainstorming on applied questions, like this year what they have asked, the applied question like the resources of the Deccan Plateau region, ठीक है, या फिर हिमालयन रीजन. सो अलग अलग टाइप के क्वेश्चन जब आते हैं, एक जगह पे आपको कोई भी उसका आंसर नहीं मिलेगा रेफरेंस बुक में. एंड डीलिंग विद सच काइंड ऑफ क्वेश्चन रिक्वायर्स ब्रेनस्टॉर्मिंग व्हेन वी आर रीडिंग दैट पर्टिकुलर कॉन्सेप्ट. Okay, so if suppose UPSC has asked in the past different questions, like let's say they are asking the let's say write a note on the resources of Deccan Plateau or Deccan Traps, not Plateau also, Deccan Traps, then they can tomorrow ask question related to resources of Andaman and Nicobar or islands of India or Himalayan region or Northeast India. Be prepared in advance itself, because resources is the syllabus topic, right? So we should be brainstorming in terms of applied question. ठीक है. Then follow current affairs for geographical phenomenon and climate change especially. So contemporary climatological phenomenon like El Nino, La Nina or Indian Ocean dipole, southern oscillations, different kinds of, let's say, phenomenon affecting Indian monsoon. You should be ready with such kind of current affairs development. Different cyclones and, let's say, the naming of the cyclone disaster management, all these aspects are relevant here. Now, map reading is must, especially for prelims examination. ये किसके लिए है? Prelims examination के लिए. And that's why you can see that last 2 years trend, minimum 10 MCQs out of 15. Minimum 10 MCQs are being asked from the mapping section. Both India and world, both static as well as current affairs. So map reading, atlas reading is must for geography section nowadays. ठीक है, you cannot skip this. ठीक है, so daily dedicate half an hour for geography section. Very, very important for map reading, we can say. MCQ solving practice is very important, especially looking at this year's prelims examination, the way they have changed the framing of the options, framing of the questions. You should be in touch with solving of MCQ throughout the year. Throughout the year. अभी ऐसा नहीं कि जनवरी से आप स्टार्ट करेंगे प्रीलिम्स तो हो जाएगा. Throughout year you should be doing the MCQ solving practice. And writing practice, we can say that in terms of mains answers. It is also very important. Even if you know the concept, are you able to write it? Are you able to structurize it in 150 words appropriately with introduction, body part and conclusion? This is very important, and that's why answer writing is very, very important. Now, how do we proceed at Lukmaan IAS for this particular module? Yes, try to understand that we at Lukmaan IAS take foundation batch very seriously. The faculties are having one-to-one interaction with the students in the classroom. Personal attention is given. Individual mentoring is done directly by the faculty and not any mentor per se, we can say. Here you should understand this aspect also. Nowadays, personalized mentoring is very important, and if the faculty is available for mentoring of the foundation batch, what is better than this? Now, the complete coverage of syllabus with more emphasis on conceptual clarity in the classroom. This is how in geography very important, especially physical geography. Students find it very difficult to understand the concepts like Indian monsoon, the concepts like different tectonic theories. बहुत ही important है एग्जाम के लिए, और हमें concept clarity ज़्यादा emphasis किया जाता है क्लासरूम में, right? Then use of diagrams, maps, animations to make sessions more interactive and effective for learning. Let's say there is any phenomenon in physical geography, climatology. Let's say we are talking about any particular, let's say the space mission has been launched, or suppose let's say Earth's rotation around its axis and its effects is being explained. So there can be animation on NASA's website, and we in classroom try to promote to show such animation, because visual impact in your memory is very good, and that's why the students always remember those things. ठीक है. Now maps, diagrams, study through maps and diagrams and animations is must for geography, and this is emphasized in the classroom. Classroom dictation of all important topics and concepts. This is also very important. Why? Because students get at one place itself after completion of module the comprehensive notes for geography. So there is no need of any reference material after NCERT reading. ठीक है, एक बार NCERT पढ़ लिया, classroom notes पढ़ लिया, geography is sufficient there for both prelims as well as mains. So this is going to be important resource for you. Daily practice mains question will be given on the topic we will study in that particular lecture. This is what we have habit in the classroom. At the start of the session or end of the session, we provide you different mains questions on that topic. It can be PYQ also, as well as the new questions framed by the faculty itself. So I will be framing those questions in the classroom itself. I will be telling you and try to, let's say, write the answers to those questions, and we can get evaluated in the next day. We will ensure answers to all PYQs in our classroom. This is also very important because students nowadays are very, let's say, keen to understand PYQs. Also, they should be ready with the answers of PYQs. In classroom itself, every, let's say, PYQ will be covered. Then special emphasis on difficult topics from the geomorphology, climatology, oceanography. As suggested earlier, the concepts belong to these three fields of geography, we can say, and the conceptual understanding. Special emphasis, especially contemporary geographical phenomenon or climatological phenomenon like El Nino, La Nina, El Nino Moduki or MJO. What are these phenomenon? We explain this in classroom with more emphasis. Then individual mentoring by the faculty. So I will be mentoring the foundation batch students. Individualized mentoring can be arranged here in the classroom, after the classroom, within 24 hours of application by the students. So this is how we proceed at the class. In the classroom, there will be total 40 sessions for geography. And within those 40 sessions, comprehensive module of geography is covered for both prelims as well as mains. So here you are securing for let's say 100 marks for mains examination, and for prelims you can say that you are securing minimum 30 marks. So 15 questions on an average from the geography model. Okay, so after this geography, we can start with the environment section, ecology and environment section. Look at the syllabus. You can see that abstract nature of syllabus for mains also here. Okay, so ecology and conservation, environmental pollution and degradation, and environmental impact assessment. There are three parts: conservation, environmental pollution and degradation, and third is environmental impact assessment. Only these three words are mentioned as a syllabus topic in GS3 paper of your mains examination. GS3 paper. Okay, less weightage is given for environment section in mains examination as compared to prelims examination. In prelims examination, general issues of environmental ecology, biodiversity, climate change that do not require subject specialization. Nowadays in prelims, like GK or common knowledge type of questions are being asked, like species and their behavior, unique behavior of those species. Such kind of questions are being asked from ecology and environment. Basic concepts involved in the ecology, biodiversity and climate change, they are important from our prelims examination perspective, and that does not require subject specialization. ये चीज याद रखनी है जब भी हम तैयारी करते हैं पेपर का. Okay, now from mains angle, you can see that the conservation, that is we are talking about environmental conservation, wildlife conservation, forest conservation. Environmental pollution and degradation, here itself we will also learn from overlapping syllabus. Whenever you are preparing, same thing from mains perspective for prelims perspective. Okay, so we should be preparing environment section in this manner, but before understanding that, let's understand the trend here, the number of questions and the marks, weightage, all these things. So from mains perspective, you can see that in GS3 paper, out of 250, at present, the trend is, we can say 35 marks. But it has been variable in the past. कभी 50 marks भी पूछा है, 25 marks या 45 marks भी पूछा है. So on an average, we can say that 30 to 40 marks or 35 marks as a mean from environment section. So in mains examination, weightage is less. On an average, 2 questions from 10 marks, 1 question for 15 marks. This has been the trend in recent time. But you can see that in prelims, it is having significant weightage. 15 to 20 MCQs on an average. 15 to 20 geography का weightage कम कर दिया है, because this has been the common entrance exam for Indian Forest Service also, and that's why environment and ecology section का weightage you can see many times 21, 21, 22, 30 such kind of MCQs from environment and ecology has been asked in the past. So more emphasis should be for prelims examination preparation, but it is having overlapping for your preparation for your mains examination. Now, what should be the approach for environment and ecology? As I have told you, more focus should be on prelims examination. In prelims examination also, there are several subtopics where you can have the equal weightage. But yes, read more about important international agreements and protocols, especially climate change related. Because in prelims examination as well as mains examination, they are asking, like last year question, mains examination, Kyoto Protocol. In prelims examination, every year they ask minimum 2 MCQs from international agreements and protocol related to climate change. That's why I am emphasizing here. Clear understanding of ecology and climate change related concepts of ecology. So what do you mean by ecotone? What do you mean by, we can say that, principles of ecology? What do you mean by functions of ecosystem, food chain, and associated concepts, ecological succession and associated concepts? So there are several aspects involved. Basic conceptual clarity is required related to ecology, biodiversity, and climate change. Practice basic plus static questions for mains examination. Very, very important, concept related, as well as conservation practices, forest conservation, environmental conservation, degradation, pollution aspects, and EIA. Focus on species related information for prelims examination, because this has been the new trend, and that's why the specific point is mentioned. Be updated with current affairs, current developments, especially related to climate change. ठीक है? So yes, current affairs से वो international developments पूछ रहे हैं, अलग-अलग terms पूछ रहे हैं, like what do you mean by greenwashing? Okay, so such kind of questions they are asking, and that's why you should be prepared in this manner for this section. How do we proceed at Lukmaan IAS for environment section? Again, same, more focus will be there on complete syllabus coverage and conceptual clarity. Classroom dictation for important topics and daily practice mains MCQ. This is common for all. Separate sessions for protected areas, national parks, biosphere reserve, tiger reserve from prelims module, we can say. Coverage of all current and contemporary issues, especially in ED lectures, editorial discussion lectures that we have on every Sunday, where the mains related topics are discussed in detail, and here ecology and environment related topics are also covered. Okay, so this is how we proceed at ecology and environment section. There will be total around 15 sessions dedicated for this, and where all these aspects are covered of ecology and environment. Now, the remaining part, yes, internal security and disaster management. And you can see the syllabus of internal security and disaster management, very, very important, and I would say less efforts and more output. More output. This is what this particular section is all about. Internal security especially. Static topics are there. Prepare 1-page note for each and every topics. Current developments को उनको link करना है. Like for example, at present, the Manipur violence that had happened, what are different reasons behind this, whether it is linked to internal, let's say, security challenges of Northeast India that we have, linkages between development and spread of extremism, all these topics that are there, directly topic related questions are asked in mains examination. Directly topic related. But for disaster management, there is very small syllabus, disaster and disaster management. That means you have to prepare about all the disasters, you have to prepare about management of that particular disaster. Causes of disaster, consequences of disaster, thereafter management of disaster. For each and every important natural as well as man-made disasters, you should be preparing the syllabus here. Okay? So yes, now talking about the trend, look at this. Out of 250, 50 marks are dedicated for your internal security. 2 questions of 10 marks, 2 questions for 15 marks. Okay, this is fixed trend, and secure this 50 marks. Very simple, straightforward syllabus related topics are asked in the mains examination. Talking about disaster management, it has been variable, but 25 marks out of 250 in GS3 paper. This is all about, of course, GS3 paper syllabus mentioned there. तो डिजास्टर मैनेजमेंट में कितने क्वेश्चन आता है? एक 10 मार्क का आता है, एक 15 मार्क्स का आता है, टोटल 25 मार्क्स. सो दिस इज 50 plus 25, 75 marks we can secure here. How to prepare this? Focus more in-depth preparation of syllabus topics. Why I am saying that? Because syllabus topics से direct question आता है, direct question. Now, linking current affairs with the syllabus topic, because they ask one part as a static part and second part as current affairs, direct as a part of framing of the question. So that's why link the current affairs. Keep a tab on government measures to deal with the internet security challenges, be it insurgency in Northeast India or militancy in Jammu and Kashmir or hinterland terrorism, different kinds of challenges, cyber security challenges, government measures. The second part of the question generally is this one, government measures. So be prepared with that. Make small notes of each and type of disaster, its causes, consequences, NDMA guidelines and other measures. That will be your last minute revision notes for your disaster management also. How we proceed at Lukmaan IAS? Yes, complete coverage, classroom dictation, daily practice of mains question. Coverage of all PYQs in the classroom. This is what is required because they repeat the question after every 1 or 2 years on those syllabus topics. Coverage of all current and contemporary issues related to ecology and environment, internal security and everything that is there in the current affairs for internal security as well as disaster management. This is how we proceed at Lukmaan IAS. And along with that, let me assure you that every aspect of student query is dealt in the classroom itself. It is not delayed by the faculty, or we can say that it is not ignored by the faculty. This is what the student expect in the foundation batch. Because foundation batch में उनकी इतने queries होते हैं, सब कुछ नया होता है, and if the faculty is directly addressing those queries, this is what student will be connected in the classroom, understand everything in the classroom. तो ये सारी चीजें आपको याद रखें. In addition to that, Lukmaan IAS class notes that are dictated in the classroom, the printed study material is also provided in all subjects. Okay, so this is how we proceed at Lukmaan IAS for these subjects. Now the history section will be dealt by the Anish sir after this. Thank you.
So good evening everyone. As all of you know that today we are having a GS Foundation strategy session. So I am Anish Kumar Singh and I am here for taking your history subject. Okay. So as you know that as far as the journey of the UPSC is concerned, we are having 3 stages. First is the prelims examination, the second is the mains, that is the written, and the third is the interview. Now, if we talk about the GS Foundation course, in the prelims and in the mains examination, history is having one of the important role as far as the subject is concerned and as far as the number of questions are concerned. So if we talk about the number of questions which has been asked in the prelims related with the history subject, so you can assume, or going through the previous year paper analysis, we find generally it will vary from 12 to 15 question MCQs. Okay, so 12 to 15 MCQs are there. And if we go through the previous year question papers of the GS paper 1, where history has a important role, so you will find that from 6 to 8, this is the bracket in which the UPSC has been asking the question in the GS paper 1. Now to go as far as the syllabus is concerned, if we talk about the syllabus of the UPSC of the history subject, so basically 2 points are there, prelims and the mains. So in the prelims you are going to study, what we are going to study is the history of India. That is the main thing, history of India. And here what we are going to study, basically all of you would be knowing about that through your school program, and whosoever would have done any graduation in the history. Then it is basically your ancient India, your medieval India, your modern India, the art and culture associated with this period. And one more thing which is there in the UPSC is that all these static portion is linked with the current affairs. So whatever the year-long development which has been taken, which has been in news or which has been going on for in any way, like for example, recently the Senegal was in news. New parliament was made, has been inaugurated, and Senegal was in news. And it is related to the Chola Empire. So in that way, the UPSC can frame a dynamic question where one statement will be from the static portion and another statement will be from the current affair. So in that context, one more thing which is added as far as the UPSC preparation is concerned is the dynamic question in which the current affair is linked with the static portion. Okay. Now, if we talk about the mains examination, basically in the history of India, the world history and the post-independent India, these two get added. Okay. So for prelims, you have to study only right now starting from the Stone Ages and going up to the 1947. While in the mains examination, you have to study the world history starting from the 18th century, that is around the beginning of the industrial revolution, and going up to the modern period, the contemporary development which has taken place, and the post-independent India. Not you have to study from 1947 to 2014. No, you don't have to study that. But when India got independent, what were the important challenges which India faced? The socio-political, economic challenges. In that framework, the question is being asked and you have to study that. Now the question is, I have made you understand the syllabus, okay? But if you go through the previous year, whatever the toppers video are there, toppers talk are there, one thing you will always find in all these videos is that the central theme is that strategy. It is not that the students who are coming in the preparation of UPSC, they are not hardworking and they are not laborious candidate. Majority of the candidate are there, but due to lack of this strategy, they are not able to clear this examination. So I as a faculty and we as an entire team of Lukmaan IAS, we will help you to develop this strategy to clear this examination. So our study plan will be designed in such a manner that we are not going to separate the prelims or the mains in two different ways. Rather, an integrated approach will be taken. So for example, if we are talking about the Sangam age, then I will be teaching this particular topic in that manner so that you can cover this topic in the prelims perspective also and in the mains perspective also. This would be the agenda and this would be the method of teaching. So we are going to cover an holistic approach for studying this subject so that whatever kind of question, be it with respect to the prelims part, be it with respect to the mains, or even in the interview, if they are asking you a question related to historical development in the context of the current affair, you are able to tackle it. Okay? Yes, we will not be giving that much detail about this in this portion, that how you have to prepare, what should be your strategy, what should be the detailed part, what books to read, from where to read. That when we will be starting our GS Foundation course, in the first lecture of the session, when the history begins, the classes begin, I will be taking the entire strategy session in which I will discuss in detail that what to prepare, how to prepare, what should be your year-long plan. I will also provide you with a history progressive chart. There are many sources available in the market. There are old NCERTs and there are new NCERTs. Apart from this, there are many standard textbooks are there. So how do you read in combination in all these textbooks which will help you to clear this examination? That kind of strategy will also be given in the very first session. So here I am just here to introduce you towards the syllabus and what we are going to teach and how we are going to move forward. The detail we will be covered when the strategy session or when the classes will begin. We will talk in detail and in discuss. Okay. So with this, I am ending this my portion for the history, and I hope that we will be meeting in the class. Okay. And I would provide my dedicated whatever the discipline, whatever the commitment is there in order to help you clear this examination. Okay. Thank you very much.
Good evening, everyone. So today we will discuss about the society, which is strictly the main syllabus. But as we will delve deeper into the society and sections and subsections of the society, we will realize that, it is completely dependent upon the other parts of the GS. More importantly, it is completely dependent upon the news that you have been reading in the newspapers since the start of your journey. Now, for the uninitiated who haven't seen the syllabus of society UPSC, we will tell you that from you can think of anything from Rig Vedic time to PDF to Chat GPT, everything which has a consequence and impact on the society or on the human civilization, not only in India, across the world, forms your syllabus for the society part. The patterns of the question has been changing, yet it is an important section considering that it will be very important for your essay too. That is 250 marks, because largely even in essay you have to write anything on the social perspective. As far as paper 1 is concerned, there is a variation in the overall marking scheme where the question minimum 17 and maximum of 90 questions has been asked. Now, the nature of these questions are changing very much every now and then, and it is from the history, it is from the geography, and it is from the society, technology, anything which you can think of. Say for example, if we talk about the questions of the last year, then there was a question that what was the impact of work from home on family relationship, because largely that was in the news last year. Other question was that how the growth of tier 2 cities related to the rise of new middle class on emphasis of culture of consumption. So you see that everything is related. We are venturing into the domain of economics as well as we are venturing into the domain of relationships as well as the current trend of work from home. So that is how we are going to discuss and we are going to take the syllabus of society in this manner. So for the convenience of it, so this is the line where you have to start that we don't have to fear the scholars, because you will be scholar in coming days. We are not going to travel back in the history, but we will try to see and gauge the general trend that was witnessed in ancient society, medieval society, society from the time of British, that what are the changes that we have witnessed. It can be in any domain. It can be in the domain of family relationship. It can be in the domain of status of the woman. It can be domain in that how the tribals and the Dalit populations has been increasing. It is how that the patterns of urbanization is changing. It is how that we are maintaining a trend of continuity and change in our cultural aspects. It's how that there's a unifying trend among even in the diversity. So this is how we are going to analyze the society. But let me tell you that see, even after I will teach you the society, there is a basic thing which you have to keep in mind, which is that you see, you have to be very analytical, or thinking type of questions will come in the examination. For example, this question, last year there was a question that analyze the salience of sect in Indian society vis-a-vis caste, religion and religion. You see that this was a bit out of syllabus part, but nobody teaches sects in the religion. So you see that there is no fixed syllabus of UPSC society part. Most of the things is dependent upon what is going on in the news, and you have to read the newspaper, which you will read anyhow, for answering the questions of the society. So this generally raises one question in the mind that what is the purpose of taking coaching? So you see that apart from the current affair, you have to create a link with the conventional part or with the static part, that what is family system, what is the meaning of urbanization, that how the family systems are changing, that how urbanization is changing, that what is the technology, that what are the cultural values of our, what is this unity and diversity notions. Only if you will understand these parts, then only you will be able to write a very comprehensive answer about the society. See, basically, this is an introductory session, and for the purpose of it, I'm not going into the details of the questions that has been asked since the beginning. When the classes will resume, the first class of ours will be an introductory class in which I will tell you how to teach, how to understand and read society. So that is for the later part. Right now, there will be a brief introduction. See, as again, I'm telling you and repeating it again and again, that there is no fixed syllabus of the society, largely the historical part, for the role of women and women organization, population and associated issues, urbanization and their problems and their remedies. So these kind of thing will come and you have to study. Even in the previous sections, we have to understand the salient feature of Indian society, diversity in India. So, and there are so many stories, there are so many narratives about it. For the effects of globalization, this has been the favorite topic of UPSC. Every year there will be one question: effects of globalization on Indian society, social empowerment, communalism, regionalism, and secularism. This is the line which I have written. As the world grows closer, we have new friends, new ideas, but also new challenges. How do we keep our traditions alive, yet embrace the global? So this is the kind of dilemma which will be present in the questions too. How do we empower anyone? It is making the perfect chai, but it is all about balance. So you see that the syllabus of the society, and for that particular matter, the journey of the UPSC, we have to take it less of a sprint. We cannot finish it all together in once. We have to go step by step. It is more of a marathon. First, we will start the process of marathon by understanding the conventional, the static part, the structures, because without understanding structure, you will not be able to compare it with the things which is changing. So it is about learning as much as about understanding, because this is the process which will provide you with the notion of analytical analysis. This is the process which will provide you that how to embrace the different sections of the society in such a manner that there will be a perfect answer. So I'm hoping to meet you soon as possible, and as soon as the classes of the society will resume. And it is a particular paper which will have a significant impact on the essay paper, and the moment we will start reading it, we will comprehend it more in an embarrassing way, so that continuity as well as change can be understood, can be gauged. Thank you.
Hello everyone. Now we will discuss GS Foundation strategy for economics. Economics, as you know, the part of GS3 syllabus. And this is not only GS3. If you know the economy well, you can write a very good essay, right? For in economics, it plays part in your essay. And in prelims, there are every year since 2013, there are around 70-20 questions. So this is our plan. This is what we want to discuss. It is expected that you know what is syllabus, both prelims and PYQ. Suppose, let's say, when you read the prelim syllabus, there is a single line written, right? There talks about the economy, social factor, and demographic. But how you will understand what UPSC is looking for? For that, you have to go through the PYQs, both for prelims and both for prelims and mains. That is very, very important. And to give you a gist, what kind of questions UPSC is asking for prelims at least. For prelims, you have to understand one thing. Your resources are there, right? You have to read the first basic NCERT like Indian Economic Development and Macroeconomics book of NCERT class 12th. But the most important document is Indian Economic Survey. If you can read and understand that economic survey, not only for this particular year, but you can understand for the last 3-4 years, and solve those answer those PYQs for prelims, that is your, that is, I will say, the best strategy. Because see, they are not looking for economists. UPSC is not looking for economists. How it is possible? Let's say somebody got optional mathematics. How they can be an economist? So that is the most important thing. Second thing is two-pager. On every syllabus topic, you must have a two-pager. And for this, our Lukmaan IAS Foundation study, that will help you. See, not only teaching, we will tell you how to make two-pager means on every syllabus topic, you must have a note. Let's say there is a syllabus topic, budgeting, government budgeting. On government budgeting, you know what is the budget, right? You must know, you should be able to understand Indian budget system. Okay, so for that, you must have a two-pager. That's the Indian budget. Okay. Then how is this two-pager? Two-pager is nothing but, you know, let's say this kind of sheet. Okay, this kind of sheet. You must have a concise notes like this. Or what I will do, I will show you something. These kinds of notes, if you have, okay, let's say this is, I'm not sure how much you are able to see, but let's say these are the notes on poverty. So Lukmaan IAS will help you through our GS Foundation program to make such notes. This is a, you know, two-pager on poverty. Here it is talking about all the committees from Vaikyalag to Tendulkar committee, right? Then we have summarized some reports of UNDP, NSSO report we have summarized. So once you have this kind of two-pager, then you can write a holistic answer, not only for prelims, mains, or even for essay writing or interview. So that is a crux, and you know, it's a very you know, it covered, these notes cover many topics, like you know, we will also help you study SDR reports. So that is important. So you have to mix NCRTs, your PYQs, your syllabus with important reports, with economic survey. Then only you would be able to score, let's say, 115 or you know, what is called golden score in GS3 economy. So this is what you have to focus on. Now let us go back to this thing. So syllabus, what is syllabus of mains? That I am assuming that you will go through, but these are the main points. It talks about Indian economy issues related to planning, mobilization, then talks about government budgeting, major cropping patterns, right? Irrigation system, issues related to direct and indirect subsidies, food processing. Okay, let's say food processing is there. So on food processing, you must have a two-pager, right? In this, all the important policies of the government, right? What is hub and spoke model? What is cluster model? All those things we will help you to understand. And once you have that notes, you will revise it many times and then write a beautiful answer. That is the process of the UPSC to do well in UPSC mains. So this is what we are. And see, one more thing. If you see the syllabus and you see the Indian Economic Survey, each syllabus topic has some bearing on the Economic Survey. Let's say in this year's Economic Survey, there are 12 chapters. And let me recall the physical and social infrastructure chapter. That chapter you can help, you know, to answer many things like Indian economy related to resources, growth, development, how growth can happen through physical and social infrastructure development. So that is important. Okay. So now let us just a minute. Sorry, what I will do. Okay. Okay. Now this is fine. Now you have understood, you have seen the syllabus, you know the PYQs. You have to mix syllabus and PYQs and keep on solving. See, my guess is that, okay, somebody asks, you know, how much quantum of work one has to do to, let's say, score 115 marks in GS3, right? Not only 1 year, I will say, once you have done that much quantum of work, you will score this, you know, this is score year after year. I will say you have to write 8 to 9 lakh words. Now you will say, if somebody can write 8 to 9 lakh words on GS3, then definitely, you know, he or she will reach that intellectual level that they will score 115 plus marks in GS3 year after year. You have to imagine what is 8 to 9 lakh words. You know the A4 sheet, right? One A4 sheet. You imagine a rim of A4, right? A4 and there are 500 sheets. So in 500 sheets, let's say on one A4 sheet, both sides you are writing 500 words. So in one A4 rim, you are writing 2.5 lakh words. 2.5 lakh words, right? 2.5 lakh words. So on average, during your CSE preparation, you have to fill approximately 3 A4 rim sheets. 3 A4 rim for GS3, and this will include your note making, answer writing, everything. If you are ready for that much quantum of work, while reading economic survey, solving PYQs, going through syllabus topics, then definitely you will see in your mark sheet 115 plus marks year after year. No doubt about that. Okay. So according to me, this process is very, very important. Regarding number of question, every year 70-20 questions since 2013. So it's a big part, right? And economic questions, see, they are easy. I will not say very easy, but they require some thinking. Let's say this year you remember there's a question on beta. What is beta? Now beta, it's very difficult. Why? How? Beta means nothing tan theta. It measures the sensibility of a stock with the market. This question UPSC asked in this 2023 prelims. Now so it is very difficult. How a general candidate will know it? So if you understand, you have the ability to read economics newspaper or economic survey, then you will know what is beta. In mains, every year you are getting 8 questions. 4 10 markers and 4 15 markers. Let's say, okay, let me see one question from this year. There is a question in 2022. In 2022, GS3 2022, right? First question was, what is public-private partnership? Why is public? Okay, let me show you that question so that you are a bit comfortable. Yes. Okay, so my idea is, this kind of work you will get at when you will join this our foundation program. This kind of, these are the very high quality model answers. These are not, copy and paste. These model answers have been written after, a lot of thought process, lot of churning of mind. And this is the CSE question. Why is public-private partnership required in infrastructure projects? Examine the role of PPP model in the redevelopment of railway station in India. The question is very clear. Why is PPP required in infrastructure, and what is the role of PPP model in the development of railway station, not railways? So we have written the answer. I'm expecting, our aspirant will like to go through this, and we will upload this PDF in the link of the video. Okay, let's read the answer. What they are saying: PPP are vital instrument for government in channeling the strength of private sector in critical area of infrastructure. So this can be an opener, introduction. PPP help in address infrastructure gap and improve efficiency in infrastructure service delivery. Can you see the language writing style is like that of economic surveys, and it comes through practice. And you have to get that language, that the way economic surveys are written, not the newspaper. See, as an administrator, you have to imbibe the writing style of economic surveys, NCERT, not newspaper. So you will find that writing style here. And why it is required to achieve vital funds. Now, this is a simple point, to achieve vital fund. But then you have to give some example. For instance, by leasing the public asset under national monetization pipeline to a private sector entity, and then using the lease fund for other public projects. So, and then you can give the example of InvIT by. So what they are saying, in the private, through PPP, we can get the vital funds, and how? Through national monetization policy. Under national monetization policy, you will lease out the public spaces and use those funds for other socially useful things. Then to access technology, right? National logistic policy 2002 state something. So I don't want to read, this is study session, I do not want to read, but what my idea is, this kind of work, if you will do, I'm pretty sure, nobody can stop you to score 113 marks, 115 marks in GS3. And this we are going to assure if you join our Lukmaan IAS GS Foundation program. No doubt about that. Okay. So there are many model answers we have solved here for 2022. Please go through them. We will upload it in the link. Now coming back to our session. Note making is very important, and note making, I have told you the quantum of work. See, there is a process. If you're not able to sit for 3 to 4 hours per day in 2 sittings, you have to make 2 sittings of 3 to 4 hours per day. So your 8 hours has to, into deep study. If you are doing that kind of work, then you will understand what is note making. Note making is not, just it means seriousness. You have to work like a serious aspirant. Then only this you will understand what is note making. Quantum of work, we have already told you. 8 to 9 lakh words you have to write. See, UPSC is not only about reading. No, that will not work. You know your PYQs, you know your syllabus. You have to take it like a examination, government examination. These are the questions I have to write. 20 question GS3 paper in 3 hours, and that is the end of the story. So that is revision, and revision is the key. Once you made those notes, revise again and again, write test. So that is the thing. Quality teaching, we will assure you, no doubt about that. In fact, we can make a statement, you will get the best in this industry. On GS3 economics, in Lukmaan IAS, you will get the best in the industry. Not only is teaching, but also study material and feedback on your test. Last is feedback on test. See what happens, suppose you have written an answer, and if you do not know where to improve, where what changes you have to make, then it is become difficult. Then it become a monotonous process. See, Kaizen is continuous improvement. Continuous improvement can happen only through feedback on test, or I still believe that writing test is very, very important, but equally important is also feedback on test. Okay, so this is what we have to say. If you have any questions regarding this, please ask in the comment section. And remember thing, important thing, the quantum of work you have to do. There is no shortcut. You have to write that many number of pages for GS3, then only you will score 115 marks.
Hello everyone. So now we are going to have a discussion on science and technology area. As you know that science and technology plays a crucial role for the UPSC Civil Services examination. This particular topic is asked in the prelims exam, and also it is asked in the mains exam under GS paper 3. Alright. So now we are going to do an analysis of the science and technology section. We are going to understand some important factors related to science and technology. We will learn how to understand, how to learn this particular subject. Okay. So with this, let us start the science and technology related discussion. So if I talk about the syllabus of science and technology for UPSC Civil Services examination, this has 2 aspects. One of the aspect is preparation for the prelims exam from the point of view science and technology. So if you see the prelims exam syllabus, in the prelims syllabus, they have just mentioned general science. The keyword general science encompasses everything related to science and technology. All the keywords that you can find in the main syllabus, right? All the keywords that you can find in the main syllabus, they can ask as part of the prelims exam also. Okay, general science includes many areas, be it space science and technology. Okay, so I'm writing all those things, be it space science and technology, or let's say biotechnology, or nanotechnology, or nuclear science and technology, or IT, information technology, computers, robotics, defense technology. So all of these things form part of the prelims exam, and like if you open the UPSC CSE prelims paper of 2023 or 2022 or any other previous year, you will understand the nature of questions that they are asking year on year from the section of science and technology. So the difficulty level of the paper is increasing, but we are going to understand how to tackle that particular changing scenario with reference to science and technology also. Now, if you talk about the main syllabus of UPSC, in the main syllabus, they have broadly mentioned what they can ask. And this is just a broad connotation, means like it is an open-ended syllabus, all right? So it does not restrict UPSC in any way, in the syllabus itself. So it is an open-ended. It says science and technology developments and their application and effects in everyday life. This is part 1, okay? So they have mentioned 4 points in the main syllabus. The second point says achievements of Indians in science and technology. Then indigenization of technology and developing new technology. Then another portion of the syllabus is awareness in the field of IT, space, computers, robotics, nanotechnology, biotechnology, and issues relating to intellectual property rights. So this is broadly the syllabus of the prelims and the mains exam from the point of view of science and technology. But you need to learn the syllabus, keyword, every keyword that is mentioned in the syllabus, this should be, understood, learned by the candidate, because this is the first point from where you start learning science and technology. You should know the syllabus first. Once syllabus is clear, then go and look at the previous year question papers of the mains exam and also of prelims exam. That's going to help you to understand not only the nature, but you will understand the syllabus, the difficulty level of the paper as well. Okay. So previous year question paper plays a very important role from the point of science and technology. Now, what you need to do for the upcoming exam for UPSC CSE 2024, okay? What and how to prepare, we are going to understand this thing. First of all, you need to cover the entire syllabus comprehensively. When we talk about syllabus, that is part that we discussed just now. You need to cover the syllabus thoroughly. Apart from this, you need to be inquisitive and futuristic. Means you need to keep on learning new developments from the field of science and technology. Okay? You need to be inquisitive about application of the new technologies that are coming up, right? So that will help you to cover the syllabus comprehensively. Apart from this, what you need to do, you need to prepare the previous year question papers. Means like you need to solve the prelims papers and also the mains paper. So that will help you to understand the difficulty level of the paper. That will help you to understand the nature of the questions that UPSC is framing. And also it will bring your standard of learning at par with the UPSC requirement. Apart from this, what you need to do, you need to write tests also. You need to practice prelims, MCQs, and also you need to focus on answer writing. You need to do answer writing practice, right? Apart from this, you need to follow authentic sources, okay? You need to attend the classroom program. You need to attend the classes so that you can learn the topics comprehensively, thoroughly, okay, with proper understanding, all right? After then, what you need to do, you need to follow authentic sources like government website, for example, Department of Biotechnology website, Ministry of Science and Technology website, Ministry of New and Renewable Energy website. And apart from this, there are many other similar websites like website of ISRO. Anything new that is coming up there, you need to learn about it. Recently, the government of India has launched Indian Space Policy. You need to learn about that as well, okay? So, you need to follow authentic sources for the, new information that is coming up. Apart from this, you need to be updated with the recent developments related to science and technology. Then, after covering the syllabus and, covering new topics, you need to do a regular revision, okay? Whatever you have learned, you need to do regular revision. So, revision is a must for the UPSC examination, because if you revise, your thought process will be clear. You will exactly know, what you don't know, so that you will be able to answer the questions in prelims. You will not be in dilemma after seeing some statements in the prelims paper. So thorough revision is a very important step, all right? So these are the things that you need to do, and many other things are there that we will talk about once classes are started for from the science and technology section. Now, how do we proceed at Lukmaan IAS? So like what we are going to do for you? We are going to conduct classes for you, okay? So there will be many classes as part of science and technology. We will help you understand the basics of science and technology from the NCERT level itself. After that, we are going to help you understand the difficult concepts related to science and technology. We will provide notes to you, okay? Notes will be dictated inside the classroom so that you learn everything and you have a recorded thing for your revision. And apart from this, we are going to give you study material. The study materials will be in printed format that will help you to revise whatever you are learning in the classroom. Apart from this, you will also be provided soft copies, the PDF material, okay, time to time, so that like, you can understand about science and technology related things on a regular basis. Also, apart from this, every week there will be a class of science and technology. I mean, like it will be made live on YouTube so that like you keep in touch with the current developments related to science and technology. Okay. So we are going to provide you material regularly. And apart from this, we are going to give you daily practice mains questions. 1 or 2 questions will be given on a daily basis to you so that like you can write answers to those questions. This will prepare you for the mains exam, for GS paper 3 of the mains exam, okay? So it's going to build your answer writing habit. It's going to help you in developing answer writing skills, right? So the study materials, class notes and other resources will be provided to you on a regular basis. Apart from this, we are going to conduct individual and group mentoring session for the students. All right. So anytime, like, just after attending the class, if you feel like speaking with the faculty, if you feel like speaking with me, I am going to help you understand the concepts clearly. And apart from this, we are also going to conduct group mentoring sessions where we are going to discuss about what to prepare, how to prepare, from where to prepare, how regularly to prepare. And also we are going to help you in clarifying all the doubts, all the difficulties that you may be facing, throughout your preparation journey. There are many challenges that a candidate faces. These challenges are of the nature of personal challenges and also academic challenges. We are going to help you in your academic challenges, and also we will try to assist you like wherever you have any personal challenges and if you share with us. All right. So we will be a coach, we will be a guide, we will be a faculty for you. We are going to handhold you throughout your preparation. And apart from this, the Lukmaan IAS team is always there for you. All right. Once you are a part of GS Foundation batch, you are going to get mentorship, you are going to get support, you are going to get study material, the classes from the faculty members of Lukmaan IAS. And not only this, you are going to get additional support whenever you need, right? So it's going to be a journey of about 11 months if you're joining batch 1. And if you're joining batch 2, the journey will be of about 2 years with you. And even after that, whenever you qualify for the interview, Lukmaan IAS is going to conduct interview guidance sessions for you. That's going to help you prepare for the personality test of UPSC CSE, right? So that's all from my side for the day. Once you join the batch, we are going to discuss in detail about preparation strategy, preparation plan. Lot of things we are going to discuss. Okay, so that's all from my side for the day. Thank you so much everyone for attending today's session. I hope all of you have a great day ahead. Thank you.